Live.
He pressed live 5 minutes ago and it's going live right now. Go live. It's live.
Go ahead.
That's what's up. Thank you, Tony. What's up? What's up, Chris?
What's happening, bro? How you feeling tonight, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm feeling real good, man. You know, we have to give Tony Breedlove, our wonderful producer, a hard time, man.
Hey,
you know?
Hey. If we don't do it, man, it's not the night ain't gonna go right. We have to do it every single time.
Exactly. That's why I told her to press the damn button.
That's the good luck.
Press the button.
Press the damn button, damn it.
Send us live. Dang. We've been waiting all week. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I got some things to get off my chest this week, Chris.
Man, what you want to get off your chest, man? Let's talk about it.
Every damn thing. Wait, hold on. We got a delayed reaction of her joining the conversation. She really pressed the button like
Hey, you supposed to press the button to get us live, not to come back.
She came back. She came back. She came back, but she pressed it. She pressed
Tony,
it.
You let him make you press the button.
Hey,
that ain't pressing the damn button.
You got something to say, Tony? Go ahead, girl. What you got to say? Go ahead. We're all ears.
Hey, she ain't saying nothing.
Right. Hey, so listen, y'all. Welcome to Man TV. I'm your host, Richard Hall, and you know I can't do this show without my brother from another mother, Chris Smith.
What's happening?
So we here. We live. It's the last show. It's the last show this year, man.
Man, it came quick, man. It seemed like, it seemed like these weeks fly by. We do a show. It's like, man, we've been doing it strong, man, last few years, man. Or a couple of years.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what, Chris? I gotta honestly say, man, it's been a hell of a year, dude, because low key, man, we started off on Blog Talk Radio, and then, we moved over from Blog Talk Radio to go on Facebook Live and things like that. So our friends and family members and just people we don't know, complete strangers, could participate in the conversations. So there's been a lot of good changes, man.
And to be honest with you, we ain't gonna act like, we was all, prepared for this, because you know how I get shy. So the moment I found out we were gonna be doing live, I was against it. I was like, hell no, I just want to talk.
Man, that's what I'm saying, because, of course, when you're talking on the phone, during the show, when it was on Blog Talk, we can kind of, look away. We can, do multiple things, maybe drive, doing the show. There's a lot of good things that I do miss, but I'm not going to lie, man. I actually enjoy doing the Facebook Live, because what ends up happening is I know sometimes you and I don't always agree on things, so I can see your ugly face, your ugly reaction to something that I'm saying.
No, but that's real though, because at the same time, like, think about it. Like, we used to do it, over the phone and stuff, but think about it. This seems a little bit more natural than what we were doing before. Like, this is just more real. So now when you be bullshitting, and I look at you,
you know what, you be bullshitting. Hey, look, but hey, man, a lot of people don't know this, Chris. A lot of people don't know this. So I just want to put this out there, man, because it's the last show of the year. And, I always started the shows when we were on, when it was Man to Man Radio. And I'll be like, I can't do this show without my brother from another mother.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't really know that even though we're dope friends, like, we have a dope ass relationship, right?
Oh, definitely.
Like, we're really brothers.
Well, see, this is the thing. And this is when, as men, we can have our disagreements, but not lose sight of the actual relationship. I'm hoping at some point, with a lot of men that watch us, they can actually understand that men can come to a disagreement and still be cool, still have that relationship, and not take it personal. Some of y'all raised by too many women, and y'all got female emotions in you. No disrespect to ladies, but at the end of the day, you'll say the same thing when a man act like that with you, so shut up. So what I'm saying is, we need more men to act like men. And that's what this show has been about, calling out certain things and getting people to understand.
Yeah, it has. And I think you and I, we bring a interesting dynamic to the show, because through the years of me knowing you for, I mean, I've known you for longer than I've been married to your sister. I've been married to your sister for, it'd be 16 years, coming up next year. But I've known you, like, since you were, like, young, man.
Almost half my life.
That's what I'm saying. And you've known me for half of my life. So you've seen me be, grow up. I've seen you grow up and make different transitions and stuff like that into manhood and in your marriage. And you've seen things and things that I've struggled in my marriage and things that we've also overcome. So I
Yeah.
just have to let our listeners know, if they didn't know, that we really are brothers. You really are my brother from another mother. And,
Right.
and even still with that, sometimes just that alone is an interesting dynamic, because you and I, we don't always see eye to eye with things,
Hell no.
but there's a lot of times that we do see eye to eye with things,
Mm-hmm.
but we respect each other enough, to be able to, number one, listen to each other without reacting with our emotions, which I think as men, we really have to do that and rise to the occasion to effectively communicate, man, for real. So, we've been doing this now for a year, man. I just want to say I love you, bro. You know what I mean? I really couldn't do this show without you, man, and I'm glad you're here. And so let's get into the topic, man.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Before you started, though, I wanted to tell you our views might be different, but our morals are the same. And that's why we're able to kind of hone everything in to, be able to even do a show like this, because we might have different beliefs, but we come from the same background as far as respect and, just in all areas of our lives. So, like I said, I'm thankful too, bro, that we get to do this together and really show people, what it's all about. And, everybody may not agree with us, but at the same time,
and if they don't, hell with them.
Well, hey, but that's why we tell you, put your messages up here so that way we can hear your opinion. But until you do that, shut the hell up.
That's right. If you're just gonna be in the cut, creeping, just watching and not saying nothing, and then inboxing your opinion, shut the hell up.
Right.
Oh man. No, so Chris, man. So of course, we got to thank the sponsors, right?
Oh man. So of course we got to thank the sponsors. So of course we have Shades of Africa. Just appreciate all the love and everything that they have going on. We have SPMG Media. Hey, Gina Smith, my mother, of course, represent. Woo woo. So we want to thank her. Then Ninth Island Culture Club. Forgot where they're out of though. Help me with that.
Yeah, that's all good. They everywhere, man. They everywhere.
They everywhere.
Yeah.
So got a shout out to them, and then
we of course the Urban Sentinel.
Urban Sentinel.
With our very. That's right.
Holding it down, doing this thing. So, make sure to check out our sponsors. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to bring a show to you and, have a job. So,
real talk. Real talk. That's true. And for more information on the sponsors, you guys can go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com/sponsors to check out the sponsors, because if you mention, Man to Man Radio, or you mention the Hot Topics Talk Radio, or Real World News, you mention anything. If you mention anything, if you just mention Chris Smith or Richard Hall, you're gonna get a discount.
You're gonna get a discount.
Money. You know what I mean?
Hey, but look, I just want to let you know they try to switch it up on me tonight and have me doing this. So I let my man handle the sponsors and all that stuff. I mean, look, they done told me to get the sponsors, and I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, hey, you did fine, man. Sip your drink.
Wait.
You did fine. You did fine. Hey, I saw you a little nervous though, but you did it. You did it.
Yeah, you wait till I really start drinking on air to really ask me to do some stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, man. And then also, if you guys want to check out some of our old shows, we got a lot of old shows and stuff from on Blog Talk Radio. They're on there as podcasts. And then you got to go onto YouTube and like our new channel. It's the Hot Topics Talk Radio, Talk TV, Hot Topics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go over there, check out the channel, like the channel. You can see some of our previous shows. Go over there to Man TV, to like our page, so you can be updated on everything and all that good stuff. So, Chris.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, man.
I don't know about all that, man. You got a bunch of people asking for stuff and gifts. And,
it's always interesting, man. It's always interesting to me. When did we go from Merry Christmas to Happy Holidays to just being Happy Holidays? And then everybody's so chipper about it, but they're forgetting like the whole reason for the season. And then, there's so much fluff in this now, man. Like,
It's commercialized now. I mean, you got people thinking now it's like it's all about gifts,
right,
my thing is when you say you lose sight of it, it's more like you losing sight of like the giving time of the year, and
right,
wanting to sacrifice certain things just to make other people happy. But hell no, man, you got your kids asking for all type of shit they don't deserve. You got
man.
you got your spouse or your mate asking for stuff they probably don't deserve.
No, they deserve it. You just got to be slow to give it to them sometimes.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. I'm not into this no more, man. I'm talking about like, I live my life to where it's like, we get what we want throughout the year. We not waiting until Christmas time. So I'm like, when Christmas time come around, I don't want to be hearing, oh, it's Christmas. Nah, you get stuff all throughout the year. It's about the kids. I
No
guess that's
doubt.
my past trying to do that.
No, it is, man. Now you know what's funny is our comments tonight. I'm looking because I love what you just said. I love what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we already have like a gang of comments coming in right now. Which
See.
we already have a gang of comments coming
Mm-hmm.
in. We can see the comments right here. Normally, we see the comments right here, but tonight, there's a little bit of issue. So we're gonna see the comments. We might be a little slow, so bear with us. All right.
No, it's a little hood tonight.
Wait, it's not hood.
We got the styrofoam connected to. Got a little bit of that foil.
normally we good, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's been cool. The first couple shows was rocky this year. But, after that, like, everything started getting good, and we've been rolling. We ain't had no issues. Thank God for that. So hopefully tonight will be the same.
No, you're right, man. So yeah, it's been good. But see, my thing is this. A lot of times, like how you said, where it's a happy holidays, but people forget the whole reason, and you're kind of done with it. You're not the only one done with it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only one done with it. Because I was talking to my homegirl this week, and she was just telling me how stressed out she was because, for one, she's a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
The dad don't do really anything, or anything like that for her, for their kid.
Right.
And it's interesting to me because, she already is kind of struggling as it is, but she's doing the best she can, to make her kids happy.
Right.
Which is completely admirable. I give her like mad props, but where's the limit with it? Like, sometimes it might be okay to say you can't get stuff, and maybe you have to just go down somewhere,
Well, my thing is just, you do what you can. It's like at the same time, don't get caught up with keeping up with the Joneses and feeling like you a bad parent. Because I have a homegirl that was actually telling me the same thing. It's like, here the holidays rolling up, and she's like, okay, I got to get my kid. I know my daughter wants this. I know she wants this. And then, boom, car breakdown. Then, she's been having issues with babysitting stuff, so it's like now she's having to fork out more money to have somebody else watch the kids, and and all that stuff. Like now she really like, damn, like what am I gonna do? Like I got this little bit of money, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do for my daughter. But it's like, don't get caught up in all that hype, and don't feel like you're a bad parent because you can't do what everybody else is doing, or because to be honest with you, it's all bullshit anyways. This has nothing to do with the holidays.
Well, it's not necessarily bullshit. It's one of those, in my opinion, it's not necessarily bullshit, but I think there's pressure now because not only do you have the pressure as a parent to get your kids something, you want to try to get them something good because these kids are under pressure too, because when they go back to school, they might feel like, oh, I didn't really get too much and things like that. Like there's been times with me and my kids, my wife and I, we didn't really have it all.
Yeah.
Real talk, I mean, what's up. Yeah. We've had moments, man, where we've struggled and, things like that. And we've talked to the girls to explain to them what Christmas is about and what the season is really about, and I think that's the part where, as a parent, we tend to miss the buck sometimes because we don't, you know what I mean? We miss that. We miss that sometimes, man.
Well, and I'll tell you like this, because even like growing up, Like I had the best of both worlds. So it's like, when I lived with my mom, it was a different lifestyle than living with my dad. My dad, when I first moved in with him, more of a bachelor life. He took care of his mom. He took care of his kids, but he had a great job. So it's like at the same
Right.
time, he could be frugal with his money. He can spend money on whatever he wanted. So
Right.
it's like living with my mom, I got the understanding of appreciating certain things. I remember it was a time where we were excited just to go to Burger King on a Friday night to get a 99-cent Whopper. I don't know if you remember that when it was
Man.
99 cents.
Right.
Hey, didn't get no fries or nothing. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it was like,
But it was a memorable moment.
well, that was the thing. We would grind it out through the week. We'd eat whatever we had in the house, make our sandwiches and all that kind of stuff. Then on Friday, we could buy little things like that. Then I moved with my
Yeah.
dad, and everything just went plumb dumb. And it was just like I could pretty much do and get anything I wanted. But the thing is, I think as parents, when you raise your kid a certain way, when you get to these points right here, then you don't have to worry about explaining like, well,
And that's
we don't
true.
have enough money, so we're not
That's
going to be
true.
able to get, if there's a certain standard of how you're living, then it shouldn't be a surprise when you get to this.
No, and that's true, and I'm glad you brought that up because quiet is kept, man. If people really like broke it all the way down, man, Jesus
Mm-hmm.
wasn't born in the winter time. Let's be all the way real. Like Jesus is the reason for the season, but he wasn't born in the wintertime. Like Jesus was born like in the summertime. Ain't no
I
way
don't
in
know.
hell
Hey,
he was
I've had
in a
alcohol
manger.
tonight. I don't want to talk about Jesus on this one.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying. Hey, that was Jesus' first miracle,
Look,
man.
I was about to take a
He
sip,
said,
then I put it down. I was like, come on, man.
well, no, sip your wine because Jesus said, keep the party going.
Let's go.
He was the one that kept the wine going, man. So, come on, man.
Thank you,
No,
brother.
but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's good to it's learning moments because like how you talked about the whole Burger King scenario, the situation, that's a story that you'll never ever
Never.
forget with your
Mm-hmm.
father. Never. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and I got stories too. I mean, I remember, because we don't remember all the things. Like I really, honest to God, can't remember some of the things that I never got,
Mm.
for Christmas. I don't remember it. And so, but kids remember impressionable moments, and
Right.
even your wife or as a man, because there's that pressure as a husband. You
Oh,
want to
hell
do what
yeah.
you can for your family,
Mm-hmm.
but I think a lot of times we go broke starting off the new year just in debt, man. And you can't
Hell
look.
yeah. But
Don't
see,
go broke.
at the same time, that happens because you're trying to do everything last minute. Like to give everybody advice, because see, for me, I don't have time for crowds and being around a
Right,
bunch of people fighting through parking. I hate that. I want to cuss
man.
everybody out in the parking lot. And that's not with
Yeah,
a drink. At least if I had a drink, I could chill and I'd be like, all right, whatever, I'll get the next
yeah,
parking. Like you be
yeah.
literally finna get into a fight just to get a parking spot. So my
Right.
thing is make smarter decisions with preparing yourself for the year. So I'll tell you what I did. And I'm still not all the way done. I probably have a few more people I have to get things for. But my kids have been taken care of since the end of September. And
There it
I'll
is.
give you a
How
little
you
bit of
do it?
advice. At I think is it the beginning of September, some stores like Target, Walmart, and some other
Yep.
stores, Toys R Us, like
I
some
know
of those
exactly what
stores do
you're
layaways. So for me, I want my kids to get whatever they want. So I'm gonna have them go pick it out, and then I'm gonna come back, put that cart to the side. I'll come back, put all that stuff on layaway, make my payments. If I got the money right there, I'll pay it. I'll pay most of it off right there. That way I ain't got to take that shit home because nobody want to hold nothing for like 3 months. So
right.
normally I'll pay like most of it and let it sit. You don't have to pay it up, I think, until like maybe a week before Christmas. And
Yeah.
then once you do that, then you can get it and you bring it home. But the thing is, you have to be smart about going about it. Christmas come at the same time every single year. So if you
Yeah.
one of them last minute shoppers and then you whining about not getting your kids stuff, well, you might have to switch it up next year.
Right. Well, and you're right, man. We have to do the layaway thing and all that stuff. And real quick, I just want to acknowledge our listeners, man. We got Jacqueline, she's back. What's up, Jackie? How you doing, Jacqueline?
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline's back. Boy, look, Mr. Shug. What's up, Shug? What it do, man? How you doing, bro? We see you.
You see
Emerald, what's
there.
up, M Money? Hey, girl. All right, Emily, I see you. She waved at us. Emily waved at us.
Yeah, she
And then
did.
And of course, Tony, she's all up in the comments. She all up on the comments.
She gonna be talking shit. That's what she do.
No, she doing her thing, man. I love it. Yeah, she talking fast. But
No,
yeah,
but
man.
watch this though. But M actually said too, because M was saying don't go into debt. Trying to provide, and that's real. At the same time, like, make sure you understand the importance of the season along with your kids. So that way you understand what this is really all about. A lot of people, now watch this. A lot of people just this past weekend went to go buy them J's, the Retro 11s, or hopefully I'm saying that right, if those are the right ones. But a lot of people went out and got those. And my thing is, it's cool, that you like to spoil yourself or spoil your children, but at the same time, just make sure you're teaching the value within that as well.
Right.
Them shoes ain't nothing. They look
hold on. Well, here's the thing, man. Look, because I teach the value, but like my son, he asked me for some J's, man. He asked me for some Jordans, dude.
Come on, man. The boy's got to stay fresh, man. Come on. You know how that go.
He don't play basketball. What am I going to buy him some Jordans for?
Jordans ain't for basketball. Jordans is his fashion statement. You can't
then
play
he better
ball
get a fashion statement ass job. He better get a fashion statement job. Boy's 16 years old, about to be 17. He better get a fashion statement job. He want to be fresh. He don't need to be walking around on the streets back and forth of school with some $200-something shoes. Ain't no way.
That's like you said, going back to earlier, it's pressure because as kids, especially in this day and age now, because everything is all about what you have. So it's like even when those what are those things called again? The little motor boards where you step on them and they go. I don't know what they call.
You about the hover ones?
Hoverboard, yeah.
So
when those first came out, popping,
yeah, everybody and their mom was on them. Yeah.
But I'm thinking to myself, it's like, why are you spending all that money on some stuff like that? I mean, people were spending like $500 and $600 on
$800.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Like for what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Marketing was that.
But it's like we're getting stuff like that, and I don't know what we're teaching our kids when we get them stuff like that. I understand we want to make our kids happy, but at the same time, let's be smarter with our decision making as far as getting bullshit like that.
Well, you have to. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to teach kids value and things, man. Like how you said, I mean, Tony even commented earlier, and she said, there's nothing wrong with kids learning economics, understanding the difference and what's important, I mean, because now it's almost like every single holiday, in my opinion, there's some type of supercell, Look at Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving, we're supposed to be thankful, and then the next day we trampling over people to get the best deals on Friday.
It ain't even the next day; it's the same night.
We'll see. Yeah, the same night, and then come Monday, you got all the news outlets talking about Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Get in. And then you have Christmas season where we're supposed to be singing, we're supposed to be at church, we're supposed to be, doing things with family and close friends or whatnot. And that happens, but then there's also that stress. Like, man, listen, my wife, she loves holidays. She is like a holiday, like I will celebrate. And I thank God for that from her, because me growing up, I grew up Muslim, right? And
so you didn't celebrate much.
Right. I didn't celebrate too many holidays like that. I didn't celebrate Christmas,
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful that I learned how to celebrate those type of days with her. But sometimes, man, she just loses her mind when it comes to that. And I'm sitting here too, because I'm like under pressure too, and now I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. It's almost contagious, right?
Yeah.
It's almost contagious.
Well, so watch this, because see, you have more kids than me. So, I mean, I know you can understand as far as how much money is really being spent on holidays. So my thing is, do you still believe in getting her like gifts, or, getting each other gifts when it comes to like Christmas and stuff?
Yes. My wife?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. So are y'all going all out, or y'all, because it's my thing. It's one thing to get a gift, but I'm saying gifts.
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying?
This is one thing that Anjali and I have. We have like a little understanding. Our thing is I want to receive something every year from her heart.
Okay.
and she wants to receive something every year from my heart, and then, but we go out for the kids. That's really the
Okay.
most important thing. But that's something from the heart could be, you know, anything. It could be
No, yeah,
any.
because I was gonna ask, when you say something from the heart, we talking made up or
Yeah, it could be
just
anything. Like
something
one,
small,
well,
sentimental?
usually it's sentimental,
Okay.
because like one year I got her this necklace, right? And
Hmm.
this necklace had it was an image. You know how you go to the mall
Yeah,
and
little
get the little,
3D,
yeah, and
the
it had
hologram, I think. Yeah.
and it had a picture of her and I, but the
Hmm.
picture was from the day after we got married.
Oh,
And yeah, it was dope, man, because
that's
I
dope.
remember I told her, I was like, I said, you know, I felt like the day after I married Anjali, man, I felt like $1,000,000. And
Hmm.
literally, the car that I had was broken down. I was driving my dad's beat up little Ford Escort that he was loaning me because the engine
Yeah.
was out my car. I didn't have nothing, dude, when I got married, but I felt like the wealthiest
You
man on
came
the.
up like 7 Up.
Yeah, I felt like the wealthiest man in the world, man, when I married Anjali, dude. I really did. I felt like I had everything I needed. And so that picture is real symbolic for us.
Right.
And so, for that Christmas, when I gave it to her, on the back of it, I said, I still feel like a millionaire. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know? And then I said something like, I have everything I need. And that's what I mean by something heartfelt. You know,
Okay.
it could be even from her. Like one of the things that I love, bed.
Hmm.
I love breakfast in bed, and I know my friends know what I'm talking about because I'll post food pictures
Yeah, you do.
all damn day. And low key, man, my wife, man, she will give me some breakfast in bed and make me feel like the king of the world. And that right there alone, it's not a tangible gift, but
So
it's
let me ask you a question then, because as your kids get older,
yeah.
especially like how you just said your son was asking for them J's,
Hell no.
they lists be a little bit. I had some people telling me their kids want the new iPhone 10. That's a
Yep.
$1,000 phone.
Yeah.
We talk.
Exactly. They can want it all they want to. They can want it all they want to. Shit, I want one too.
So my thing is, so how do you feel when the kids is putting that kind of pressure? Do you think that the parents should be, fold into that pressure to feel like they should get their kids what they want?
Man, let me tell you something. No, they shouldn't. Hell no. Hell to the no. This is not a holiday like to just get every damn thing that you want. Like it's not even about you. You
Yeah.
know, it's not even about you. Like understand when I tell my kids like the Jesus is the reason for the season. That's
Hmm.
what this is about. And
Okay, so watch this then. With saying that, what are some of the things that you do around this time of the year? Are there any things that you do as far as like, to represent the season and as far as giving and sacrifices? Is there anything that you do?
I got to get better at it. I mean, there's things that I've said that I was going to do every year that I
Hmm.
haven't done yet. Like I've been wanting to go down to the homeless shelters like Skid Row. You
Yeah.
know, just to be giving in that way. And I got to get better at that. One day I'm gonna get up and do it.
Well, to be
But
honest with you, and it was something I started a couple years ago. I still haven't done it for Christmas. Actually, I have,
yeah,
but not on Christmas Day. So, okay, so like even for like Thanksgiving, I started getting into the habit of just being at home all day, waiting to go to someone's house and enjoy some food. And my thing was, I felt like the beginning of my day should be sacrificed by doing stuff for other people. I didn't
and
do it this year, but what'd you say?
there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
Right.
because I know you low key. You low key. I've checked you out before. A lot of people don't know, but you low key like in the evening time sometimes. And you actually taught me something where I've been on the phone with you. It'll be like 9 o'clock at night, and I hear you at a park, or I've went
Uh,
with you to the park, and you be like, "Hey, are y'all hungry?" And you'll bring over some food, stuff like that at the park. And so that's real. That's dope, man. Because low key, I started doing something like that in my area
mhm.
where I live. But what I'm talking about actually like me and the girls going down to the mission, like Skid Row, and actually just be there for the day and teach. I want to do that.
Hey,
So
and I'll tell you like this: it's very commendable if you can do that. But even still, like even what we were talking about when you said just me going to the park, that's just something just to start off with. Like for me, something like that'll happen. I feel like when things are, even when things aren't that great, I feel like $20 can go a long way for people. Like I always tell
Yeah,
people, you can go to Jack in the Box, buy a bunch of jumbo jacks
yeah,
and a few different fries, maybe 4 different fries, buy a whole bottle of water, and just
yeah.
take it to that one area that you know that a lot of people are. And the
No,
reason why I say that is because it's to also humble yourself, to remind you that you're doing good in life and you're blessed. And I
no,
feel like
that's true.
something like that, that's kind of like your way of telling people, I mean, telling God that you appreciate everything that He's done. And at the end of the day, you don't have, if you don't, support God and all that. I mean, I don't want to, judge you, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be about that. But even to yourself, it should make
Yeah.
you feel good that you want to go out of your way to help people and to be there for.
Well, but there are some people like honestly, like me, and every single day I try to do something for someone
Mhm.
else. You know what I mean? And plus, at the end of the day, and I said this a while ago, and some people don't understand this, but sometimes I'll say every unselfish act is a selfish act.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times we might do something from our heart, right?
Mhm.
To make somebody else feel good or whatever the case may be, but low key it's for ourselves to feel good.
Right. Yeah.
And so every unselfish act is a selfish act. you know
Mhm.
and so, like, I rarely post up videos and stuff of different things that I've done for people or whatever the case may be, but there was like this one time where it bothered me, where uh, there was some graffiti on this van. There's this older black guy, right?
Mhm.
And I had to do a live video because he had his nice white van, and this white van had like graffiti all on the back of it,
Yeah.
and it was messed up, man. And this dude has to be like maybe 60 something years old, you
Mhm.
know. Now, I could have went over there, knocked on the door, charged him like $150, $200 to remove the graffiti for him real quick, because not
Yeah.
everybody knows how to do it. But I went over there and I just removed it for him, and I just told like the little manager lady that I was messing with this man's car, please don't alert him, don't call the police on me, you know,
Yeah. I
and,
mean,
and every
sometimes you got to do that kind of stuff, but
and still to this day he don't know who did it, which is cool.
yeah.
I dig that. And I think if we just, if we teach our kids that and walk in that spirit of humility, to where, the sacrifice, and really teach them that,
Yeah.
uh, then that's what really creates those impressionable moments, man, in life.
Real talk. But I'll tell you one thing though, I ain't going to no more of these stores, man. Like I said, if
Oh,
be smart about how you do it. If you gonna go to stores, you gonna go first thing in the morning. I ain't dealing
yeah.
with this towards the evening time and all this stuff. Like I said, y'all folks are getting too crazy over the shit that's in these stores. Knowing
Yeah.
goddamn
You
well
get,
you gonna be coming out the next day to get all the after sales as well. So it's like, why are you tripping? So I don't know. Like I said,
well, let's well
go
let's
ahead.
let's shout out some of our listeners real quick. Let's go over here to the comments real quick, man, because the comments are ran a little bit differently tonight. So let's check it out. I'm gonna go back up a little bit. Oh, okay. Tony said that I'm too mushy. She must be talking about earlier. Yeah, she said I was too mushy. I
He
am.
always mushy.
I am mushy. I am mushy. You
Remember,
know what?
he told the men it was okay to cry.
You know what? Hey,
Fellas,
listen.
it ain't.
Hey, listen. It's okay to cry if you're going
Get
through
your punk
something.
ass out of here if you
Man,
cry.
man, shut up, man. If look,
Chris told you that tonight. If your punk ass crying somewhere, go sit your ass there.
man, I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying just have a Tony Braxton breathe again moment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Because
not
I
saying.
don't even know what that is. I don't even know what a Tony Braxton breathing. I don't know what that means.
Okay,
Tell me.
you don't
Get
remember
out
the
of your
song by
feelings.
Tony Braxton, Breathe Again?
No.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. I got it. I
No,
got
I do, but I'm not gonna act like I do.
it. Exactly, because I'm sure you had a moment when you were listening to some Tony
Nope.
Braxton and you were trying to
Nope.
breathe again. Yes, I
Nope.
know you did, Chris. I know
Hey,
you did.
get in
I,
your thugs, fellas. Don't let yourself get out of control. Like I said, there's a lot of female emotions in these men. I'm trying to
uh,
help
uh,
y'all get back
wait,
to
hold
your
on. What the hell
man.
are you trying to say?
What I'm telling you is that
Man,
we should
shut up.
not be
You ain't saying
crying
nothing.
and having these emotions the way we show
No.
them nowadays.
Let me
These
tell you
women,
something.
some of these women is tougher than the men, and that's not
No,
okay.
hey. Well, no, that's not okay. And that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not talking about, there's some emotional men out there that just cry and all that stuff. But look at old boy who sang the what's that song? Girl, you know
Oh
I.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
crying through the whole damn song. So is he less
Come
of
on,
a man?
hey, come on, hold on. He
He was
wasn't crying.
talking about love.
Hold on. See, you gonna talk about some stuff like that? He wasn't crying. He was talking.
He was
Okay,
talking. He was
you gotta
crying.
understand what the man was doing. He was
He
having a
was.
conversation.
He
We're
lost
not
his
gonna disrespect that man and say he was disrespecting.
Chris.
Homie.
He was
He was
he
having a
was
conversation.
crying through the whole song.
No, brother.
Chris, that is one of my
I'm not gonna
favorite songs.
educate you. You're supposed to be older than me about this, so you're supposed to know. That
Exactly.
man was not crying. He was having a conversation.
No, he was having a conversation, Chris. Yes, he was. But you can't tell me when he's sitting there going, "Girl, you know I love you." Right? When he was doing that, no matter
So
what you do,
see, that's the
when he was
problem.
doing all that, and
That's
I'm
the
not even
problem.
singing.
That's the problem with you youngsters. You're
Oh,
not
here you
listening
go,
to what the man is talking about. The man was
man. Here you
explaining to
go,
the
young.
woman
Oh
that
my
he
God! Don't
loves her.
talk, man.
He
Whatever.
broke it down in a way to where she can feel him. There was
Exactly.
emotion behind it, but it was
Oh,
still a conversation.
so what's wrong with the emotion then, Chris?
What I'm
You over here
explaining
talking
is
like the
that
guru of Lenny Williams. What's up?
he was talking about his feelings for the woman. So yes, there is some emotion behind
And
it. But what
sometimes
I'm trying to
cry.
explain to you, young man, is
Oh,
that
oh my God! I'm about to come through this phone. I mean, I'm about to beat you up. I'm about to beat you up.
I'm just saying, brother, you gotta understand what was going on. You can't say the man was crying. It was a conversation that was happening. It was a very serious moment. Everybody needed to just sit back and watch it play out. That conversation that he had with that woman, guaranteed they was all right after that. Okay.
I don't know. He said, I love you. That's what he said, right? So you can't tell me he wasn't crying when he said, I love you.
No. I'm telling you like that. He broke it down for a girl. I love. He broke it down for her. See,
Man,
you gotta
okay.
see. You gotta understand the whole situation.
I
I'm telling
understand
you,
the
when I listen
situation.
to music like that, I'm telling you right now.
You be
It be
crying.
Friday nights, I be in my zone with that music, with my drink, and I just
Oh
sit
yeah.
there and I reflect on life and
Oh
just
no,
certain
that's true. There's
situations.
nothing wrong with that. You reflect on life and you probably start crying.
Right? No.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, look, man, real quick, Chris. Let's give a shout out to our sponsors, man. Shades of Africa, Ninth Island Culture Club, of course, the Urban Sentinel, and our very own Gina Smith at SPMG Media. And, we had to give them a shout out real quick, man. And so, of course, if you want more information on our sponsors, go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com/sponsors to check it out. All right. So yeah, I had to give a quick shout out, man, to the
hey,
sponsors.
but watch this. So look, for all y'all that's about to be broke, waiting on your income tax money to come.
Wait,
so that way you can re-up and get back on your bills. Look,
wait,
save yourself now. You got 2 weeks
right?
to return whatever. Look, I'm about to say whatever shit. You got 2 weeks to return whatever you got right now to protect yourself. The first is coming after the 31st. Okay.
Hey, don't forget it. Yeah, the first is.
So what I'm telling you now is protect yourself. You don't need to spend all this money to do whatever to claim to be somebody that you're really not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, if I didn't do my situation with my kids would not have half the stuff they got right now. But I plan accordingly. Look, I'm telling you right now. Like I said, mortgage right around the corner after that. So guess what? If we doing last minute stuff and they talking about, Daddy, I want this. Okay. Well, look, let me go and explain this to you. You can get this toy, but we might have to downsize and be in some little small apartment right after this.
Well,
we might be on the streets.
Let me ask you this, Chris, because I don't know if you know anybody that's ever done this before, but they say it's happy holidays, but a lot of times people they like go through breakups.
Yeah.
Holiday season, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of smart brothers that just want to get out of having to fork out all that money.
Oh, so you're going to say smart. Come on, man. That's not smart.
Hey, and she let him come back after. Yes, it is.
I can't stand you. That's
hey,
great.
It's like them brothers that break up right around Valentine's Day. You know what? I'm sick of you. You know what? I ain't talking to you for the rest of the week.
Oh my God!
Look, I had everything planned. We was going out next weekend, but you fucked it up. Don't no. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk at least until after the 15th, and then we'll talk.
Wait, hold on. I gotta go to the comments, man, because we gotta go to the comments real quick. So, real quick, Emerald said, if men aren't supposed to cry, then why did God give you tear ducts? Boom.
Emerald said,
Boom.
you said Emerald said that, right?
Emerald said that. All right,
That's
now
a woman.
moving right
That's a
along to
woman.
the next
That's a
one.
woman.
I ain't want to hear
Never
your
gonna
response.
ask a woman to speak on a
Man,
man's
I
behalf.
don't want to hear your response, man.
That was for a man's behalf. So that tells me right there where you're at in this world when you start talking about, when I told men not to cry, you quoted what a woman said for a man. There you go, brother. There it is. Mr. Suge,
Man, whatever,
I
man.
cry
So
when I
moving
run
right
out of
along
alcohol
to the
too,
next
brother. I
comment.
feel the same way. That's
My
why I
boy,
keep my
Mr.
socks
Suge.
level high.
Moving right along to the next comment.
Mr. Suge, you make sure you talk to your boy after this, okay? Don't let
Man,
your boy
shut
talk
up,
like that
Chris.
again.
Man, what? I can't stand you sometime, man. Hold on. So now we have okay, Mr. Suge said, he said, I cry when I run out of alcohol. Yeah.
I thought I was the one drinking. I just said that.
Yeah, but Suge said that right now. He said, I cry when I run out of alcohol. He said, in fact, I feel a tear coming on right now. I feel one.
Mr. Suge, I'm going to tell you like this, brother. Friday is coming. I hope it's your payday. Go on down to that liquor store and make sure you re-up tonight. Or tomorrow, my bad. Re-up tomorrow. Don't go a whole weekend without the alcohol in your cabinet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need something. Yeah, sure. Go to the store, man. Go to the store, man. Get you something. If you need something to drink, man, don't cry over the alcohol, dude.
Funny thing is, see, you would think I'm actually drinking something that's like a dark, but this is actually vodka.
What are you sipping on? That looks like honey.
It's vodka infused with cognac. I swear, this is my joint right here. Oh, I'm telling you, this is my sipper. This is what I sit back and I chill and I do my thing.
Oh, okay. I got you. So then Lucy says, every Christmas, me and my friend gather toys and blankets and give them away to the homeless and Skid Row. See, that's what's up, Lucy. That's dope.
And I'm telling you, but those are the things that as parents, you want to try to instill that in your kids, because at the same time, you never want them to not understand the other side of things too.
Right.
A lot of these suburb kids.
And how blessed they really are.
And see, and this is why I go in, because the kids that live in the suburbs, they weak. They punks. This is why they don't have this is why they can't understand the grind of life. This is why they suck in sports and they just they don't excel much in the athletic field or in the real world, because they don't get to see the other side of certain things. You know, that's why I said, even if you're living in the suburbs, you need to at some point take your kids or take yourself, because you lose sight of what life is really all about. You know, we can be in these good neighborhoods and we forget there are other sides of the block. I ain't talking about the homeless people or the people that bother you for money at the gas station. They just con artists. They not homeless.
Yeah, they are.
I'm talking about the people where they sleeping in boxes, or they trying to find somewhere under the freeways. You know, certain places like that. Those are places that you need to always constantly be around. And I'm not saying you have to be around it all the time, but take yourself there sometimes, so that way it's a level of humbleness for yourself.
Right. No, that's real, man. And I'm glad you're talking about that. I'm glad we're talking about that, because it can be soothing to the spirit, man, to just be able to give, man, because it is that is one of the things in the season, to be able to give.
Right.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. My only problem, though, honestly, I don't give to you know, if I go to the 99-cent store or go to the supermarket or whatever, you know, you see those people out there and they're like, oh yeah, you know, they're shaking a little bell. I don't give. I'm not gonna name. Maybe
Salvation Army. I walk past them.
No, maybe the people in the comments can name the companies that do that. But man, majority of those donations, they go to the CEOs of those companies. That's it.
I mean, see, this is the thing. For me, I like to know where it's going. So at the same time, I will do what I want to do, because I'm comfortable with knowing this is how it's going to go. This is where it's going to go. So my thing is, anything that I do, and this is the other part of it too, do it and shut up. Like, you don't say nothing about it. You don't got to tell a bunch of people, oh yeah, I went down there. Right here. Like, you don't got to do that. Do
But see, again, it goes back to my original point. Every unselfish act is a selfish act for some people.
Nah, but you know, you got them brothers there be like, yeah, I got paid yesterday, and I made sure to drive down there and get them some blankets because it was cold outside. So I wanted to make sure to get them a couple of blankets. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure everybody was good. And after that, I made sure they had food. And, I mean, that's just the little things I like to do. I hate people like that. Kill yourself. I don't even like it.
Yeah, no, just like Tony said right now. Tony,
not kill yourself because people do that nowadays.
No, you're right. Tony commented right now, and she said you have to give from the heart. After that, it's on those who receive it. And that's okay. I give you. She's probably referencing my comment, what I said about giving.
Somebody said take a sip for me, and I'm gonna do that too because I honor what my followers say.
Yeah, take a sip, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just don't take too many gulps. I don't need you falling out on the show.
You'd be like, Chris.
Be like, Chris, wake up, man. You all right? But no, I mean, I think honestly, man, this has been a good year for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's been I'm just adjusting because I know a lot of times you get on my case because I won't sit all the way up sometimes.
Because you be chilling, you be laying in there like, I'm like,
I be in my zone.
You be sitting there like you done had a sandwich and you just finna lay down and go to sleep.
Hey, sometimes I might have had a sandwich. Sometimes I'm chilling. A lot of times, man, honestly, people don't understand that we actually have a real conversation, man. None of this stuff, like when we get off of this show, we'll talk about different topics and things like that just in good conversation, like the spirited conversation on Thanksgiving. Lord Jesus, you're not going to bring that up again.
Yeah. Please, I'm telling you, we need to do a show on that because I'm telling you, people think
we don't need to fight, Chris.
Understand, man.
No, we don't need to fight, man. We don't need to fight.
Hold on, that wasn't between me and you.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying I don't want to fight with the people, man. I'm not gonna fight with them this time. I'm not gonna do it.
Look. I ask you a question: is there a difference between black folks depending on the different areas they live in?
Yes.
Some people don't know that. They'll tell you, I'm just like you, brother.
That's a whole nother conversation, man. That's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, that pisses people off, too. Good.
Yeah. No, it does. I know the listeners see me looking away from the camera and stuff, but I'm watching the comments and stuff, too, at the same time. Lucy just said right now, she said, now my kids like to feed the homeless on Thanksgiving and go with us to give the Christmas stuff on Christmas. I thank God they are following my steps to do and appreciate what they have. Now, what's a trip, Chris? I know Lucy.
Okay.
I know Lucy, and I'm so glad that Lucy is commenting because one of the things I love about Lucy, our kids, we've gone to Disneyland together, we've gone to Magic Mountain together. Years ago, man, she's a real good parent. She's a real good mother, and she's had some changes in her life, man. And I'm really, my hat goes off to Lucy because even through trials, through tribulations,
right,
she's been resilient, and I think that's one of the things that mothers and fathers need to continuously teach their kids is how to be resilient.
Well, watch this. But let's really be real right now because think about it. There are actually some parents right now, single parents, parents are single parents, couples right now that they are looking at their finances right now and they're realizing that they're not going to be able to really provide for their kids. And, for a man, and see, this is where I feel like it's a difference between women and men, especially if they're in a relation, if they're a couple. It's a lot of pressure on a man when he can't provide that, for his family. And my thing is, just to give you a little bit of like comfort, understand that the things that you do on a day-to-day basis is taking care of your family. And if you're taking care of your family, your bills are paid, I'm going to be honest with you. That's way more important than making sure that your kids have all the toys in the world or everything that they like. And I'm not trying to say don't try to give the effort or make the effort to give your kids certain things. But what I'm saying is don't allow this time of the year to put pressure on you to where you dog yourself or where you you miscredit or how do you say it? Discredit yourself as far as
not discredit
and what you do for your family on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah,
Same
because
for women
I
as well.
understand what you're saying, but it basically it goes back to what you and like the some of the listeners and what I was saying earlier. Don't go in debt. Don't go in debt trying to just satisfy a kid. Like teach them the other values, and that's pretty much what it sounds like you're saying to me. You
I
know,
am, but I'm really trying to really speak to the people that I know that are really going through that and are going to go through that. And
yeah,
my thing is because, and we're not talking about it, but at the same time, a lot of people go through some very deep depression around this time of
and
year, whether it be a loss of a parent, whether
yeah,
it be a loss of a job,
yeah,
or just no financial stability,
yeah,
or just,
or
issues
breakup
within
of a
their
family.
own personal life.
Yeah, a breakup of
So
a family. You all that.
so it's kind of like, we say happy holidays and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, understand that there's a lot of hurt around this time of the year. So rather than to just focus on our lives and ourselves, maybe I would say this year, let's try to really watch the people that are around us and
Yeah,
really try to be beneficial that way. Versus just thinking about, okay, what am I going to get my kid? Okay, my kid wants this. Okay, I got to pay my bill this. Let's really try to focus. And like I said, that don't mean give
yeah,
people money, but at the same time, try to really see what's going on with the close people around you to see if maybe you can help them with conversation. But I'll tell you one thing I don't want to hear no more is people calling me for money. God damn it! I'll tell you like this: I
and
had somebody call me the other day, and I won't say the amount, but it was a pretty nice amount. And my thing is this: I'm like, damn it! Do you know what time of the year it is right now? Nobody has that kind of money on them at this point. So
yeah.
don't be asking people for money.
No, that's
You
real.
know
That's
what
true. That's true. Then also
Like I
we
contradicted myself too, kind of right there. So
it's all right, man. But it's all right. It happens. Well, another thing that we didn't talk about, man, is is split families. Families that are
yeah,
divided.
hmm
Like I don't know if some. I mean, you know this about me, but like
yeah,
I have a son. I have my son that I had before I got married,
hmm
and this time of year usually breaks my heart every single year. Every single
yeah,
year. Every single year it breaks my heart, man, because my son is 16 years old. I haven't spent one Christmas with my son
yeah.
ever. Ever. I've never spent my birthday with my son, you
Yeah.
know. And it's so weird because a lot of times I'm a good father. I give to him, do what I'm supposed to do, things like that. But it's either I spend New Year's with him or
hmm
the day, maybe a couple days after Christmas. Like tomorrow, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Northern California
Okay.
to go pick him up,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Initially, he was supposed to be down here like on the 26th until like the 6th of January.
Yeah.
You know, but then that changed, and I'm not going to get into why it changed or whatever
Right.
the case may be, but it changed,
Yeah.
and it broke my heart again. You know, because as a father to a son, my
hmm
son needs me. Even though he's 300 and some miles away, you
Yeah.
know, he needs me. And
So basically, like just with the people that are going through stuff like that, what kind of
yeah,
advice do you have as far as for the parents that are not going to be with their kids on the holiday?
yeah, it sucks. It sucks. As a father, as a mother,
No,
all
I'm
that.
asking what kind of advice do you have for them now?
The only thing I can do, man, is just, I mean, the way that I deal with it. I don't know if I can really give advice on it. I can
Well, I
just,
mean, you handled it. You get yourself through it every year. And the reason why I ask for advice because let's just say this might be the first year a particular parent might not have their kid for the first time on a holiday, on Christmas or New Year's. So my thing is, how would you help that parent to cope through that?
honestly, the way, and that's a good question. Okay, you changed it up a little bit, and that's a
Yeah,
good
that
question.
boy, you know what I'm saying? I switched it up.
Yeah, no, you switched it up because I can't really say that I have advice for somebody, but what I can say is every single moment that I'm with my son, I cherish it. Not just in gifts, not just in getting him what he wants because he wants some Jordans and I don't get to see him that often. And because
Yeah,
some parents, like some fathers, they think because they're not in their kid's life every single day that they have to buy them things to justify that love, you
Right.
know, for that child. And you go broke with the mental block, believing that, oh, I owe him this because I'm not there, or I owe him that because of this. And honestly, you know, like with my son, I talk to him on a regular basis, like
Mm-hmm.
on a regular basis, like every single day. If and if not every day, it'd be like every other day, couple days,
Right.
things like that.
Not a week gonna go by without you talking. So
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So that when he's down here and I pick him up, you know, I'm still his father, you know, and he
mm-hmm.
has somebody that's in his life right now that's with his mom that's really a cool cat. You
That's
know,
cool.
he's a real cool cat, and him and I, we've talked about it and everything like that. So the best thing that I could say is, just because you don't spend one specific day, you know, with your child,
Mm-hmm.
there's 364 more days.
Exactly.
You know, there's 365 in a year, but there's 364 that you can just be so impressionable on your child's life.
Right.
And I think that would be probably the best advice that I can give. You know, some parents, they let their, like, especially me and my son's mother, we haven't always got along.
Yeah. Of
You know,
course. You know, that's how it
we
goes.
haven't always got along at all. You know, like my wife has a better, probably, talking verbal relationship with my son's mother than I do. I mean, you
Ain't
know,
that funny how that worked, right?
right, that, yeah, right. But I mean, even now, I mean, we're cool, you know, we're cordial and everything like that. But any conversation for longer than 30 minutes, there's going to be a difference of opinion. Seriously. But I say all that to say this, man. You know, my son knows that I love him. I know he loves me. You know, it just is what it is. But I'm not going to ever justify my love with gifts. I can't be that
So you
person.
heard it right there. So make sure, if you're not going to be with your children, don't think that you have to shower them with gifts to think that they love you. And I think that's one of the things that, is good that you're saying that. But I also think that at the same time, and I guess not to like kind of like bring somber to the end of the show, but my thing is, it's just more so like, I want to focus on the people that are going to be going through hard times with all of these holidays coming up, that are struggling financially, and that, just it's just these times, this whole holiday season just might not be a good time for them. And my
Right.
only advice to them is to try to find focus on something that is positive in life.
Yeah.
It's easy to find the negative things and look at other people's lives and kind of wonder
Oh,
why
man.
might not be
Especially
going.
looking through Facebook, man. You see Facebook, start seeing what everybody else is doing.
Man, don't
That's
even
depressing
don't
sometimes.
focus on Facebook, social media, any of that
All
type
that.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, all you're seeing is all the good stuff. Nobody is showing you the backstory after they turn that camera on. So my thing is,
Yeah.
and it's me kind of closing off my side of the show, or my part of the show.
Okay, so this is your final thought.
Here's my
Okay.
final thought. Just
Okay.
basically, I'm wanting you to focus on the right things. I'm praying for the people that have lost, loved ones and close
Yeah.
people in their lives. I'm sorry that you're going through these times. I'm sorry for the people that, have lost their parents years ago. And,
Yeah.
it bothers them every holiday that comes up. And it's
Yeah.
another year they're not there. My thing is, I really want to pray for you guys. And, I commend you for being as strong as you are. And I guess my part of this is because so many people commit suicide around this time of the year.
They do.
And
You're right.
no, my thing is, start being more mindful of the people that are around you. Stop focusing on yourself. We spend too much time, social media and everything is selfie. It's all about you. And my
Right.
thing, start finding more time to focus on other things in life, more important things in life.
No, it's true, Chris. You can't
Let me finish my goddamn
all.
final thought.
No, man, no. Because you're gonna let the final thought go till
It's
8:30.
almost done, damn it. It's
Shut the
almost
hell
done,
up.
damn
Your
it.
final
Don't
thought
cut
is
a
not a
man off.
final thought.
So, anyways, basically what I'm saying is, let this year be a time where you're focusing on other people other than yourself. Like I said, if you're doing good in life, good for you. But let's lend a hand to other people and show other people that you're there for them as well. Now go in and talk, man. Damn.
Are you finished? You want some more? Go ahead. No, I'm just
Damn,
messing.
brother. Okay. We look. Let me go and
Hey,
put my timer on.
all
Go
right.
ahead.
So that was a good final thought, Chris.
Thank
Honestly,
you, sir.
that was a real good final thought, man. Honestly, that really was. But look, I
But
want to thank real talk. I want to thank all of the listeners that you guys have been rocking with us from Blog Talk Radio over to now on the Man to Man page, Man to Man TV.
mhm.
This is our last show this year. We'll be back next year, like the second week of next year, we'll be back. And so, honestly, I want to thank everybody that has been here rocking with us all the
Thank you.
episodes. I want to thank Tony, our producer. I believe next week is her birthday.
Yes,
You know,
it is.
week is her birthday, so happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday,
Uh,
Tony.
yeah, and also I gotta say happy birthday to my little nephew, Caleb. Next week is his birthday too. So I got to say what's up to him. But I just want to thank Suge, Jacqueline, Lucy, Emily, everybody that's been rocking with us this year.
Definitely.
Harold, Anjali, my wife, sometimes she'll chime in. And I like Jacqueline because Jacqueline, she chimes in sometime and all that stuff.
Consistently.
Yeah. Lucy, thank you, Lucy, for participating tonight and joining the conversation. My boy Suge, thank you for joining the conversation with us and rocking with us. It's been real, man. And don't let this holiday season kill your spirit, man. That's
Right.
my final thought. Don't let it kill your spirit because we have shit that we could be depressed about. So we have so many things that we can stress out about and be depressed about. But if God woke you up, if you woke up and you have an opportunity to smile, you have an
Mhm.
opportunity to have joy, you have an opportunity to instill joy into somebody else's life. You feel
Mhm.
me? So be happy. Be happy. We all go through loss. We all go through hard times or whatever the case may be. But in those hard times, be like my boy Chris's dad did that time. Take him to Burger King and just get a Whopper. You know what I mean? Have it your way. You know what I mean? Do what you do. There's still an opportunity to put a smile on your kid's face. And ladies, you can always put a smile on your man's face. You know what I'm saying? You can
Mhm.
always do that. So don't
How you
hold
do
back.
that?
Yeah, don't hold back. Pop that gift open for him. Pop that gift open. Hey, I'm a fool for it, but look, let's bring Tony on, man, because we wrapping up the show. I know she's sitting there.
Nah. You know what? She told us she wasn't. She told us she was not gonna come on.
I'm just saying hi and
She
bye.
was gonna lay back. She was
Yeah,
gonna let
she's
us do our
okay.
thing, finish up
Okay.
the show, and she was gonna just chill.
Okay.
But
Well,
I want to thank her for allowing me to drink on the show. Ain't none of y'all bosses cooler than mine, because I get to drink when I do my job.
that's because you crazy. You
I'm not crazy,
crazy.
brother. I just live life. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Ain't
full of
nothing wrong.
life. I love
Hey,
life.
hey, I drink my drink too.
What the hell is that? What, you a construction worker?
No, man, that's water. I drink 3 of those a day, man. So look, let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. Happy birthday to y'all. Hey, you guys have a safe New Year, a Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
or Happy Holiday, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. Shout out to all the people out in Florida, out all over the country. Shout out to everybody on Facebook land. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next year, right, Chris?
We coming back right at y'all. So make sure y'all give us some great topics. Leave some comments.
Yeah.
We have some great topics for next season. Baby mamas that go to the clubs and don't take care of their kids. I definitely
Right, that
still
drop
want to
their
talk
kids
about
off
that.
at the grandma's house all the time.
Hey, baby fathers that never give their baby mamas any money, but they still call themselves good dads. Come on, I
Wait,
want to talk about it.
wait, or pay for man. Oh, I wish we could talk about this, man. I'm telling you, I know a situation right now. Dude is paying for a crazy vacation, man, and don't take care of his kids, man.
Come on,
Shit.
don't bother that brother. He living life.
Nah, he ain't living life. Nah, that's disgusting, man. Shoot, yeah, we'll talk about it next year, man. We'll chop it up next year, man. We love y'all. We
Love y'all,
y'all.
man. Thank y'all for everything, man.
Thank you, Tony.
Good night.
Is she not saying anything?
Tony
Well, thank
ain't
you,
gonna
Tony.
say
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Thank you for a good year, my brother.
Hey,
I appreciate
another
you.
year. Hey, 2018. We're gonna keep
Let's
it pushing.
get it. All right, y'all. You've been listening to Richard Hall and Chris Smith on Man to Man TV. Make sure you go over to the page right now, Man2Man, and like the page, tell your friends about it, share it, and we love y'all. Okay, we'll see you guys in the second week of 2018. All right, love y'all.
Peace.